Relata Shera.
Knock knock, lads. Lads.
Yeah? Had any luck?
Well, not really, I believe. I apparently can talk to the man. What do you need the things for? I'm pretty sure... does it make a difference, actually?
None of your business.
It doesn't matter, buddy. Come on, spill the beans.
Fine. What does it matter? It's been a year since I accepted the Relas as the only truth. But, for some reason, the First Seer still has me scrubbing prayer benches and tending the gardens, whereas
Have you considered that maybe it's because you're such an arrogant twat?
Have already been raised to acolytes.
You need to learn some
It's
humility.
no secret that the father has a vivid interest in ancient civilizations, so... well...
Yeah. So I want to impress him with superficial baubles.
Call it what you will.
So, in any case, I wasn't aware that you guys actually have money, but...
Well, guess what? Not all of us grew up in
Yeah.
red shit and guano.
Hence my
Not
previous
from
point.
The city. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm of Sublime Path. Well done.
See, it's the way you talk. You talk like other people are monkeys. And, you know, they are because they're people, but... if you forget that you're a monkey too, you start talking, you know, like you. And then, you know, the people in charge will have you scrubbing benches until you learn some humility. It all sort of fits. You just, you know, need to be aware of your own idiocy.
Why did I leave my oh-so-glorious future among the arch bourgeois behind me? Because it's nonsense. Empty, asinine nonsense. Just like that clergy's blathering about Malthus and the righteous path. The bourgeois try to drown the pointlessness of their existence in costly jewelry, powdered wigs, and Orazalian brandy. Whereas the godlambs tell each other and the populace lies about the oh-so-glorious eternal paths, where we can all lick honey off a virgin's teat, if only we're docile and subservient enough while we're alive.
It kinda just sounds like you're here because you're a bit of a sadist and you want to murder people. You don't really sound like, you know, you have any solid goals. How are you gonna plan to pay me?
They do, which doesn't prevent the scion from stashing away a pouch of pennies for a rainy day.
Oh, so where did you stash him? Maybe I can help you protect him, so to speak. Do your parents know that you're with the Relata?
I don't have
My son.
anymore. The Relata is my family now.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, my breeders know
Come
very
on,
well
buddy.
where I am.
I just have to
tried
eat.
to end my folly more than once. I haven't heard from them. However, since Brother Greed sent the two bullies they hired to bring me back to the upper city, back with their arms and legs broken.
Oof. Okay, that's... yeah. So, can I just sort of fuck off back to the Noble's Quarter?
Oh, and just how am I supposed to do that? Should I just strip off my robes and saunter out of here like Sister Pride did?
Yeah, man.
Forget about it, sleeper. One who accepts the Relas walks it for the rest of his life.
I'm pretty sure
And
if you've only spent your
though I'm
time
grateful
scrubbing
for your
benches...
spiritual advice, I didn't ask for your opinion, but for your services as a mercenary.
Right. Sure. What a lovely man. Can we sort of go talk to the First Seer now? Can I still talk to you?
A stranger. What do you need?
Yeah, I thought so. I'm still not too sure if I'm allowed to talk to these people. But I've talked to you before, so... You know, if I really get bored, I could actually just teleport my ass straight into Duneville for shits and giggles. That might actually be fun. Do I already have a few scrolls? Duneville. I do. I could do that if I wanted to. I might. Let's see what the man has to say first.
I thought my instructions were clear. Wait until you hear from us.
Yeah, I did.
A dream. That. Oh, I understand. Then go see Brother Sorrow at once and tell him the same thing. He will lead you to the Father.
Fantastic. I've always wanted to see the man. But I thought he didn't intend to show himself.
That is correct. Which is why I hope that you realize how great an honor this is.
Are you still gonna get suspicious if I keep asking questions, or... I am not even wearing my outfit. I'm so sorry.
Go up to the tower, deeper into the mountain. At the end of the hallway, you'll find stairs ending in a wall. Now go. The Father must not be kept waiting.
Okay then. I guess I'm gonna go find the guy. So, where do I meet the Father? Oh, do I finally go in here? God damn. How you guys doing? My man.
I beg you,
It
brother,
seems...
just
Oh, not this guy again.
No.
But I am ready. I can feel it, don't you understand? And if only the Father could see me now, he'd see it too. Please, Brother Sorrow. I know that the last step is near. I want to be there when it's done.
No.
You'll see. You'll bloody see. All of you.
Are you gonna run away now, like a pretty princess? That's not allowed to be like the belle of the ball, or... I just gotta stand there. I'm not too sure what's going on, but I've had some trouble with the quick saves. They're not quick anymore, they take ages. So, I gotta be careful so to not screw up the video now. How you doing?
Go.
Father wants to see me, says Dawn is coming.
I understand. You may pass.
Sweet. But there's a wall.
Descend. You'll see.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Are you coming with me? Can I just sort of grab this guy by the ankles and drag him down? Slap him in the Father's face. Oh boy. Sort of trying to have a look from afar. Not too sure what I'm looking at. I'm definitely taking his stuff though. Ooh. Another volume of the Butcher of Ark. God damn. It's easy to miss this one, I'm sure. And I still have a lot of them to read, unfortunately. And those books are very long, unfortunately. The story is very fun, but reading it takes a bit of work. I don't know if I have this one yet. Pretty sure I have that one. And it's super dark. It's actually super dark, holy hell. Oh, we're back here. Oh, yeah, okay. This was the exact place that he sort of projected into our minds. There's a lot of scrolls. It's not great, but, you know, it's something. I don't necessarily want to turn on my light, because he's probably gonna get pissy, but... I see he still has his friend. I'm not too sure if I should say hello to him first. Maybe he's like some sort of secretary. Hello, can I speak to the father? Oh, I'm dying! Well, thank you. Wait, there's notes. And very little in the way of procreation for this man. Unfortunate. Well, he seems to be just a man. Or maybe this is not the father, who knows? Are we gonna have a scuffle?
So you received my message?
I did.
Good.
And
Come,
your trinkets.
Take a seat. I will be with you in a moment.
Where am I supposed to sit? The hell is that? Substance decomposer. Oh, I can do stuff. You don't say. Glimmer dust, human heart, dream flower.
He will liberate us all.
So I can make a dream flower elixir here. I'm gonna sit in a minute. Hold on. Okay, so the game crashed, and I sorta had to think about what to do with this. I'm assuming I can probably get back here. Like, this is the first time I got in here, so all I gotta do, really, is make sure I know what ingredients I need, and then just come back here. So I need the dream flower, the human heart, and 2 glimmer dust, and definitely don't waste the grand soul I have. Which works. Can we sort of have a sit? I am the goodest girl. Oh lordy, coming. What's wrong with your furs? Oh, is that a mask?
Well then, good to finally meet you in person.
That's
I would
most definitely a
introduce
mask.
myself to you, but you already know who I am.
Daddy? You're a bit different than what I thought. Should I still have to kill this guy, so I probably shouldn't raise any suspicion. I guess I'm gonna show the man some faint respect.
That is correct. The first seer has already told me about you. He said that you and Brother Wrath recovered the lost pages, and also that you are, how should I say, unusual. He did not lie, as I see now. You do indeed have something peculiar about you. Tell me, how do you feel about Brother Wrath, Farrell, as you call him?
What do you mean?
Well, do you feel sympathy, antipathy, affection, hatred, or maybe even a connection of sorts?
Coming from the father, that sounds like a trick question. He doesn't want me to have emotions, he wants me to disconnect from my body, so...
I see. Be that as it may, the first seer had nothing but praise for you, and suggested that I consider you for our expedition, and I have, provided that you are still interested.
Sure.
Good
Sure,
to
ma'am.
hear. The formalities first. You will receive 250 pennies in advance, and another 250 if the mission turns out to be a success. A generous pay, as you no doubt realize. I assume
well,
you know that it will be
have you met my man
dangerous.
Sildren?
Nonetheless, I would like you to understand the background of this undertaking fully if you are to work with us. Come.
I'm sort of being very careful to not show any emotion to this man. I'm not too sure if that's the best way to go, but it seems like the most logical way to go. Are we gonna stand in front of the man so to have a chat about his lack of
I
genitals,
present
or
the human body, a simulacrum.
is it? So it isn't a real man.
It's not.
Why are we staring at your naked man? Are we gonna discuss sexual preferences? This is like the first date. Can we sort of wait?
As I said, I want you to understand. Does the name
That's so
Manute
generous of you.
Dalgarlang sound familiar to you? The man who left his body.
Nope.
He was one of the former Grand Masters of the Order, a righteous man, but also of a very reclusive nature. It is said that Dalgarlang had always been a little peculiar. In the few records that are left of him, he once described how he never felt as though he belonged in this world. Thus, he made freeing himself from this sense of estrangement his purpose in life.
He didn't belong in this world.
Yes, as though life was a bad play that his body was forced to take part in. Dalgarlang despised all the other things people enjoyed. He didn't copulate, ate only as much as his body needed, and slept very little.
God damn. This organization really is like the worst of the worst of It's a fucked up mentality. I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna leave you guys to your fucked upness until I kill you. And then I guess I'm gonna leave you again. But what happened to the man?
Well, one day he vanished. Just like that, in the bright light of day, during one of his meditations at the Eye of the Gods. Even though there were observers, the Order didn't record his vanishing in the chronicles for obvious reasons. According to them, Dalgarlang simply disappeared on a pilgrimage.
And this has something to do with the mission.
I believe so. He succeeded in freeing his spirit from the vessel of his body, and the strange occurrences that happened after confirm my theory. His mother, for example, insisted that he visited her in spectral form at the death feast, and told her that he was sorry. His servant, who was the closest thing Dalgarlang had to a friend, heard his voice when he laid down flowers at his pathstone. Or the keepers, who saw a ghost meditating in his former laboratory at night. All coincidences or phantasms, you may say, but to me, it is clear that Dalgarlang achieved his goal. He managed to separate his soul from his body. He achieved transcendence.
So is he like some sort of prophet to you guys, or?
I suppose you could say that, yes. Dalgarlang was among the first humans to realize how misguided we are, and how little of our potential we actually use.
I mean, Lord knows
When I
that's the
first heard his
truth.
story, I
Holy
instantly
Christ.
recognized myself in him. In particular, his fascination with the idea of overcoming our fleshly nature. I was enthralled, and made this idea the purpose of my life, which finally led me to found the Relata.
Mechanicus,
Frankly,
the
I still
Relata,
find
yeah,
it
sure.
baffling how few people share this quest. All they care about is the satisfaction of their carnal desires. They are so proud of what separates them from a pig, and yet they achieve little else in their lives.
See, you say so much bullshit, and then you sprinkle like a line of truth in between.
And all it would take to show them what their minds are capable
Your
of
problem is
would be a
hyperbole,
glimpse
my man.
into their dreams. Either way, I digress.
You do digress. You digress a lot. So what do the dreams have to do with it?
Well, are we not freer in our dreams than we could ever be in waking life?
Not if you have my
We
dreams,
can have
man.
our bodies take on every shape there is, and time and space are meaningless.
Nah.
Imagine having this kind of freedom in reality.
Lots of fun having giant clowns in like your childhood chasing you in your dreams. Yeah, it feels extremely free. So whatever this transcendence is that what you're sort of gunning for?
Exactly, and that's where you come in. As it turns out, the secret to transcendence was hidden in the lost pages of J.L. Tannisson's book, where he describes his initiation ritual in the Room of Paintings.
I need to finish those Butcher of Ark stories really bad, because it seems to tie into this. But yeah, weren't those things like written in language that, you know, is unreadable?
That is correct.
But
I have had the pleasure of talking to some of them over the centuries, and was able to convince them to divulge their secrets to me.
Right. So, how could some kind of room actually help you? Maybe it's like a sensory deprivation room.
It's not some kind of room. The Room of Paintings is a force of nature, one that has the power to change you in a way that far exceeds the ability of normal magic.
Okay, this is where I'm calling bullshit.
Either way, I will spare you the details. What you need to know is that we believe the Room of Paintings to be inside a temple we excavated over the past years. And that is what this expedition is about. You and the other mercenaries will venture into its depths.
Beautiful.
And establish a portal for Myra Lame and me to step through once you found the room, where we will finally sever our minds from
Wait,
our bodies.
you're just gonna stay here, really? You're just gonna have us piss off, do the hard work, and then you're just gonna teleport in. You absolute bastard.
Correct.
Okay, so what will happen with the Relata after that?
It will prevail. Only the Relame who have proven themselves worthy will ascend with me. The rest of them will stay behind with the first seer, who will take over the mask. Then, when the time comes, they will follow us.
Right. So you're not gonna take everybody with you?
No. First, because I have reason to believe that the weak-willed among us wouldn't survive the separation.
I guess that sort of makes sense in a
Because
twisted,
our
self-consistent
teachings are
way.
too important to risk them getting lost. Someone needs to continue spreading our faith.
Hey you, come die, okay?
What it is or who built it, I can't say. Only that it must have been an ancient civilization, and by ancient, I mean one that existed long before the Pyreans. The Black Libra, the cult the Butcher of Ark belonged to, merely used this place to conduct their rituals of initiation.
So where is it?
In the Frostcliff Mountains. That's where you will go.
Sweet. So why aren't you using your own voices, or something?
They could, but the temple is dangerous.
Right, you prefer to keep your men. Basically, I mean, yeah. I don't really see why he would have a reason to lie about this.
Only if you let them eat you. According to my research, 4 groups need to enter the temple simultaneously through its 4 individual entrances. These groups will be made up of 2 mercenaries and 1 voice each to guide you.
That's a lot of people.
Once you found the temple,
This is a
your
big
mission
excursion.
will be considered a success, and you will be paid. Any questions?
So we just have to find the temple. What's gonna be inside it?
I don't know. Finding that out is part of your mission.
Sweet. So when do we go?
As soon as possible. After this conversation has ended, you will make your way to the excavation site and wait for my arrival. Since you've already worked with Brother Wrath, you will form a group with him and another mercenary I will choose myself.
I'm very curious
Do you
who
have a
that's
map?
gonna be.
Show me. Good. This is where you'll find the site. I recommend you take a Myrad to the Frostcliff Tavern and walk from there.
Oh, we haven't been to the Frostcliff Tavern before. That sounds like a hoot.
You will.
Fantastic. So, we sort of have a chat with the father, and now he sort of pisses off to leave us alone in his office, which is a bit weird. He's gonna have a sit. That's fine then. What was he doing here? He has a Phasmalith work. Of course he has a Phasmalith workbench. Of course he does. Well, I guess I'm gonna go find Thariel. Did I just see a deer fall out of the sky? That was pretty awesome. I sort of teleported my ass back to Fogville with the intent on finding my man Jaspar around here. So we've been here before, right? But there wasn't that much to see. I'm kind of hoping that that will change now. Yeah, there's definitely a goat here, and so that decides he wishes not to be the average goat. He's a special boy, and he wishes to fly. Fly, my pretty. Uh-oh, there's assholes. Ooh, there's ARPs. Shit. I thought I was gonna meet Jaspar. What the hell? Oh, crap. Okay, I got this. Hold on. I think I got this. Sweet. Since when do I have an isolate? Ah, who cares? Whoop. Let's flame these bastards. Whoops, I missed. There we go. There's another one. Trying to shoot from afar, what a bastard. Did I nail him? No. Yeah, you suck at whatever you're doing, mate. There you go. There you go, you just stand still. Good boy. Okay, well this kinda sucks. How did Jaspar and the rest sort of get in here? Am I even in the right place? Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, I'm supposed to go in. Sure. Let's go have a look. Come on, lads. Hmm. 6 damage. That's not really worth it. I saw the mushy. I can't... Ooh, I hear a shiny. There's a shiny somewhere close. I think it's on top of this place. There it is. Yoink. Sweet. There's probably gotta be more ARPs, but I think I might actually just sprint through. Because my man should be right here, I hope. How you guys doing? Yeah. I brought some friends. They're not...
Blistering blazes. What the heck took you so long?
Calm down,
We've
mate.
been waiting for ages.
I don't give a shit.
But you only just...
What matters now is that we find the gem that opens the temple doors. You two take care of that. I'll go ahead to the temple and inspect the gate. Any questions? No? Then beat it.
What a man.
It helps to know what something looks like if you're supposed to find it. At least that's what I've been told.
I already told you that. A small
Right.
red gem.
I guess
around here somewhere. And
we
I'm
should help the
pretty
man.
certain it is. You should maybe search for it at the village treasury. Now get going. I'll see you at the temple.
I guess we should just help the man. Sounds like that stick isn't gonna come out of his ass anytime soon, so...
One crazy mission into... Huh?
Yeah. Whoa. I wanted to hear what you had to say. So, do you know anything?
Fogville?
Yeah.
Quite a lot, actually. The story's always fascinated me. You haven't heard of it, I take it. What do you want to know?
Everything. What happens?
Yeah, and that's about what happened. How can I say this without going beyond the scope? The short version, the villagers lost their minds. It all started when they officially renounced Malphas and the righteous path. Then, more and more travelers started disappearing, and surprisingly, a lot of their corpses were found close to the village, dumped in the forest, like slaughtered cattle.
Well, that's not great.
That was when the Order couldn't ignore this issue any longer and sent a division of guards to end the madness, whatever that's supposed to look like. But when these guards arrived, they were greeted by frenzied villagers, who were armed to the teeth and jumped on the guards like rabid dogs. Most of them were killed, but one made it back to the temple. Well, and that's almost the end of the story. When the guards returned, they were almost the size of an army, but still the villagers charged right at them. You can imagine the result.
It wasn't pretty. So, and why did these people do that?
Yes, it was. It turned out they sacrificed them. Later, when the Order searched Fogville for what could have caused all this, they found a hidden hexagonal room in the temple, which looked like the Fogvillers built it themselves. It was strange. There were exactly 6 paintings, one on each wall, and they all depicted unholy scenes, whatever that may mean. Anyway, it seemed that the travelers were sacrificed there. Heck knows why.
So, how the fuck can a bunch of farmers and hunters do all this?
As I said, they were mad, and this is also how they fought, regardless of the consequences. Plus, this place isn't exactly easily charged. Just look at all the walls. It's almost a fortress.
So, what's the story behind it?
Well, the most common one is the proximity to the Whisperwood. We all know what these spores do to the human mind. So maybe unfavorable winds over several moons? Who knows? At least that's the official explanation. Some conspiracy theorists see a connection to the Butcher of Ark.
I mean, the story does kind of start here, so...
Exactly. Strange guy, to say the least. You know, shortly before he killed himself, he left an autobiography. And even though the Order officially forbids owning it, there are collectors who established an entire cult around that Tannerson character. There's a lot of speculation going on about this entire myth, and some of it's quite bizarre and morbid, if you ask me. Anyway.
Well, that's definitely
Keep
quite
your
a
chin
story.
up.
You have anything else? Apparently I can ask him the standard questions.
What? You mean the living dead? Yeah, I did. Why do you ask?
I guess... we've had this before, right?
That's a good question. But over there, it's common practice.
I'm pretty sure we heard
Keep
all
your
this
chin up.
before, so I'm sort of skipping through it. Sorry if I did a whoopsie there. In any case, we need to find a trinket. Wait, we didn't need to go... Yeah, we did need to go to the town hall. There's something in here. We should probably kill it. Goddamn. Whoops, I meant to miss. Where the hell is Jaspar? Is he bailing on me? Really? I'm gonna try to Pokeball these bastards. Could be useful. There you go. Come on, you big lug. Was I too late with the soul trap or too early? What does this guy have? A town hall key, that's presumably what I need. I'm not too sure if I've been in here before, or maybe this place was locked. Chemicum, swiftness. And a fairly shit spell. Apparently I need to go down here. Whoa, Jesus. That was kind of close. Well, apart from some money, there doesn't seem to be a lot to this place. I guess we should follow the blood trail. Oh, this is not blood. That's good, I guess. I'm assuming since, well, this place was closed, but the Arbs did have a key, so I'm assuming they managed to get in here. Whatever I'm looking for has to be in here, right? Oh, there's a trapdoor. Oh, fantastic. So the town hall has a torture chamber underneath. Beautiful. I kind of want to find the hexagonal room that they were talking about. Ooh, crap. I love crap. There's something's gotta happen here. I can sense it. This is not normal. This place is entirely empty. Something's off about this place. The sigil stone of the living temple. The living temple, you say? Doesn't that sound fun? Oh, that looks like, yeah, it looks like a good trinket. Definitely not evil at all. Swirling, bloody mess of whatever. Holy Christ. What the hell were these guys doing? I'm sort of dying to know. Oh, I forgot to turn the music on. I was doing a bit of reading. Oop. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go find my Manja's Par. I had to do all the heavy work.